If you've been in the stock or crypto markets at all the last couple of years as a trader or investor, you know that this year is shaping up to be nothing like 2020 or 2021. The markets have crashed, inflation is on everyone's mind, and it's all been priced into the markets, which has led to hyper volatility. Most people are either hodling or sitting on the sidelines, bearing the pain with their cash, waiting for more hopeful times.
Well, not everyone. There is a market that has been skyrocketing through all this pain. And that, my friends, is the NFT space.
Now what the hell's an NFT? Apparently cryptocurrency. Everyone's making so much money. Can you please explain what's an NFT?
NFTs have been in a massive bull run for months now. And with every other market
going to shit,
it looks like the NFT space is where we should be focusing our investing energy in 2022.
NFTs, man, it's happening. They're the ICOs of 2017 right now.
I'm going to be focusing on NFTs and gaming because the rest of crypto has just gotten extremely boring.
NFT volumes in January is the highest it's ever been.
All my NFTs are pumping, and literally all my NFTs are pumping.
You see, the thing about NFTs is that you pay for them in Ethereum, not USD.
Which is a game that you can play regardless of how the markets are doing. You rack up as much ETH as you can, and eventually when crypto goes up, you'll be sitting very pretty. So for me, it's finally time to get into NFTs. I've been following your journey. I know how to mint. What I want to know are which projects to get into this year.
And lucky for you, I've been grinding away doing research so you don't have to. Here are the best NFTs that you should be looking out for in 2022.
Let's get into it.
it's a whole lot of money and it's more fun.
All right off the bat, I'm going to give you the project that I am absolutely the most bullish on, and that is MV3, which is Metaverse's NFT project. If you don't already know, Metaverse is one of the pioneer media companies in the Web3 space right now. I first discovered them on Instagram back in November, and one of the things that I love about their company is that they're onboarding millions of new people into the world of Web3 in a genius way. Just taking a look at their Instagram, you can see how they consistently provide value to their audience in a way that's easily shareable with others not in the space yet. They've already surpassed 1 million followers on Instagram and have been contacted by big brands and celebrities because, well, they want in. They're on the right trajectory and will continue to grow a following at a rapid pace. They recently gave their first official announcement about their NFT that's supposed to be dropping this summer, so you're still super early. According to their official announcement, their NFT will be an interactive experience for NFT holders that will allow them to become part of the story while creating a cinematic universe rich with characters and storylines that can be translated into television and feature films. Now, I'm not entirely sure what exactly that means, but it sounds really interesting and exciting. Based off the artwork they've sneaked to us so far, it looks like they're going for that futuristic 3D profile picture look. I know that style has been something that has been successful in the past with projects like Hape and CloneX. They plan on dropping the NFT via an access pass, similar to other projects we've seen in the past. According to their announcement, there will be utility assigned to access passes beyond the ability to mint an MV3 NFT. It is likely that the utility would then be transferred over to the MV3 character at the time of mint. Based off the connections that they've made in the space, I could see this utility being used for things like whitelist access, giveaway entries, exclusive drops. Really, the list is endless. But the one thing I do know is that the team really wants their community to succeed and even puts the community in front of themselves. My recommendation would be this: try to get in their Discord ASAP. They currently have 2 Discords. One is the Metaverse Discord for the OGs and early supporters. The other is the MV3 Discord, which will be used for the project. Although both are currently invite only, I suggest prioritizing finding a way to get into the Metaverse one, which will eventually be closed for good. And the MV3 one will be open to the public, which will be absolutely
massive and chaotic.
The creators Roberto and Quinn are more focused on building a community over trying to hype up the project. This is something that I've learned after spending hours in the Discord talking to both them and the rest of the team. So your best bet to get in would be interact with them on Twitter and try to get noticed. Once you've done that, shoot Roberto or Quinn a DM. Let them know why you value what they're doing and kindly ask for an invite to the server. This will 99% of the time land you an invite. If there was one project I had to put all my eggs in, it would be this one. I predict MV3 is going to be one of the most sought after projects of 2022. And the best part is, you're still super early. They don't plan on hyping this project up and going on a whole PR run until around April. So get in now while you can and get noticed. The next project I'm really trying to get into is Weather Report. I think if you manage to get a whitelist for this project, you can make a really profitable flip. The first time I saw this project was on Twitter, and it immediately caught my eye because of the unique art style it has. A lot of these projects popping up in the space right now tend to hop on trends of other successful projects. This is something we saw with the doodles. Once they started popping off, we started to see all these other projects that went for that cute pastel colored look in their projects. When I see a project doing their own thing, it tells me that they're really trying to make their own spot in this space, not just looking for a quick cash grab. I think the whole branding of this project is on lock. Not only do I think these guys would make great profile pictures, but they also released this photo of their upcoming merch that they have planned, and I think it looks super clean. You can tell this is a company that has put a lot of thought into branding and making their stuff look super professional. Another good tell that this project has a lot of potential is the rate at which they're growing. They first launched their Twitter account in December, and right now they are hovering around 45k followers. The team is fully doxed and is actively trying to make real relationships with other founders in the NFT space. Another one of the quickest and easiest ways for me to tell if a project will take off at a glance is just by looking at who follows the project on Twitter. Once you've been in the space for a while, you start to identify who the big players are, people that can make the floor go up just by tweeting about it. And this is one of those projects. Not just a few, but many of the people I respect in the space are keeping up with this project, meaning that when it drops, there will be buzz, volume, and FOMO surrounding it.
Please help me make an NFT.
Here's the question, how do you get in? Well, the good news is that the Discord is open to join. Usually, if I'm joining a Discord to try to get a whitelist, there are a few things that I'll do to increase my chances, so let me share those with you. The first thing I'll do is change my name to something that relates to the project. So for this project, Weather Report, my name is Bolda, and then that line, and then Weather Boy. Then after that, I'll go ahead and take a pic from one of the sneak peek channels and make it my profile picture. Bonus points if you bring it into Photoshop and customize it. There is no official release date yet for this project, but they do state that they want to release in Q1 of 2022, so be on the lookout. Next up is Antonym. To me, this is one of the most calculated and professional projects I've seen in the space so far. The NFTs they plan on releasing will be this two-headed 3D statue, which according to them leaves a lot of room open for collaboration. What really makes this project special is that each NFT will also come with a physical version of the statue. This idea coined by the creators is what they call phygital. It's a mix of both a physical and a digital product that the NFT holder will be able to claim. I think it really starts to bridge the gap between traditional investors and collectors and NFT collectors. And the fact that you do get a physical item with the NFT will make this project even more sought after. Although they do not currently have a website, they use their Instagram as a sort of portfolio to showcase what they've created so far. Again, just looking at the art, you can really see the attention to detail and the limitless possibilities this project could have. Getting into the Discord for Antonym can be a little tricky, but it's not impossible. Like most of these projects mentioned, they are prioritizing engaged community members over influxes of people. Everyone that joins the server who wants to get a whitelist has to go through a process of first getting marked. Once marked, you are brought into a call with the team where they present to you a roadmap and let you ask any questions that you have about the project. They say they do this to ensure they are building a real community that has good intentions and to prevent the whitelist getting full of flippers. Although only a selected few of marked people have heard the roadmap, there has been some interesting info that has gotten out. For example, one of the interesting things that they want to do to further implement this idea of phygital is opening up a retail store. They are aiming to reach the luxury retail consumer and open up stores next to some of the other high-end businesses. Think of an Antonym store sitting in between a Louis V and a Gucci store. This will paint Antonym as a luxury brand, further increasing the price of the collection. Plus, they plan on doing actual drops at the store, meaning people standing outside in lines, again, bringing more attention to the brand. If this project does end up in that luxury class tier, then I could easily see this becoming something like a Bored Ape Yacht Club, where there are exclusive meetups for holders and you could have access to networking with some high net individuals
Or even celebrities.
You can tell the founders are treating this like a real company and have big plans for the future. And like we learned from Zeneca in our last video, you need to bet on people. The co-founder Am is head of business development at Influx. Influx does viral marketing and VC for blockchain companies. When they want to, they can just flip a switch and really bring a lot of hype to this project. The good thing is you're watching this video right now, so you're already one step ahead. This is another project that hasn't officially announced a launch date yet, but they do want to drop in the Q1 of 2022, and the mint price is speculated to be around 0.1 ETH. The fourth project on my list is Starcatchers. Similarly to Weather Report, this project has caught my eye because of what I like to call the PPP, the Profile picture potential. Whenever I see a project that has art that would make a killer profile picture series, I always try to get in. The thing about PFP projects is that the marketing is sort of built in. In the NFT world, the main way to flex your assets in your community is through your profile picture. You probably already know Twitter implemented NFT profile pictures in their app already. But what makes this project particularly exciting for me is the amount of big names that are either interested in or are collaborating with this series. This is another one of those projects followed by a lot of NFT influencers, which can typically build a lot of hype around a project. One of which is Klon, who is the creator of Cool Cats, one of the most successful NFT projects currently out there. Not only that, but since I've been keeping up with this project, I've seen a lot of backing from other big projects in the space like Wonder Pals. You can probably guess at this point that yes, this Discord is locked. I'm starting to catch a trend here, but this one is a little bit easier to get into. Just make sure you turn on Twitter post notifications because every day they drop invite links in the form of photos and puzzles. This is to try to prevent bots from coming in and spamming a link. So if you're a human and see that they are teasing a Discord invite soon, be ready and you can probably get in. They haven't set a hard release date yet, but a lot of people are anticipating this project dropping at some point in mid to late February. Alright, last but most definitely not least, we have Murakami Flowers. This is one that I am personally super hyped for because I am just a big fan of Takashi Murakami. If you don't already know, Murakami is one of the most influential and prominent artists in our culture. There's a high likelihood that you've probably seen his work before. He's collabed with many different brands from clothing to music to carbonated drinks and so much more. If you've been in the NFT space for a bit, you probably recognize his collaboration he did with CloneX, which by the way is sitting at an 8.5 ETH floor right now. Murakami Flowers was initially supposed to launch in March of last year, but in this post, Takashi goes into detail about how he wanted to learn more about the technology to actually provide some value to his holders. And if you go on OpenSea, you can actually find the original collection that only consists of one item. Even more interesting, it's actually verified. In my personal opinion, waiting was the right move because it shows how serious he is about this project and isn't another artist capitalizing on their following to make a quick buck. For a while, it was pretty difficult to find any good information on this project, as the Instagram was the only thing we had. And even the Instagram seems a little weird, but it was reposted by Takashi himself on his verified account, so we know this is the legit account. Considering how early we are to this project, I'd highly recommend keeping up with the Instagram account, murakami.flowers2022. It's unknown how many NFTs will be released in this collection or at what price, but what we do know is that he wants to launch in February of 2022. Murakami has proven himself years before the NFT space even existed. He has one of the biggest influences and reputations in the modern art culture, and owning one of these flowers would truly be a collectible. If I got my hands on one, I'd probably keep it just because I love Takashi's work so much. But like I said, keep an eye on IG so you can be the first to know any new information and secure your spot on the whitelist. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.